Chapter 8 Motion. Today I am teaching you the last part. First question, prove graphically that V equals to U plus AT. That's your first equation of motion. First you have to draw this graph, that is by scale pencil only. Here this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. One body is moving from P point till this much. Then we made this perpendicular, and this line we made parallel to this. From O to P, it is your U, initial velocity, this is your final velocity, this is your timing. Now to prove first equation of motion, this is very important to prove all these equation of motions. So prepare very well. So we should write the initial part, that is introduction part. Let us consider a body having initial velocity U. After time interval t, it acquires a final velocity v, because body is moving in this direction. Acceleration produced by the body is a. Then from the graph, acceleration will be actually slope of this line we used to call. Slope means here perpendicular by base. So QR by PR. Acceleration A is equal to QR by PR. QR and SP both are same. PR and OT both are same. So A is equal to SP measurement will be, value will be full length V minus U should be subtracted. So V minus U and OT is T. Doing cross multiplication, V minus U equals to AT, V equals to U plus AT. This is your first equation of motion. Now to prove second equation of motion, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Same graph you draw, just like previous one. Same introduction part. Let us consider a body having initial velocity U. After the time interval t, it acquires final velocity v, and acceleration produced by the body is a. Distance covered by the body is s. Now, as you know that from velocity time graph, to get the distance, we need to calculate the area. So distance covered by the body s is equal to, please see this graph again, same graph. Distance covered by the body s is equal to area of the trapezium. Same figure, so I am showing from here. OPQT, that's your trapezium. This trapezium you divide into two parts, one is rectangle, one is triangle. So S is equal to area of the rectangle, OP RT, and area of triangle PRQ. Now rectangle formula you take this one as a length, this one as a breadth, OP into OT, and for triangle half into base and height. Base is PR, height is QR. So I have taken this. Now OP is U, OT is T, half into PR and OT both are same, this will be T, but QR is equal to, since this by this can give us the acceleration, so QR is equal to A into PR. PR means timing, so A into T. After multiplying this one, we are getting half AT square. So S is equal to UT plus half AT square. This is the second equation of motion. Now third equation of motion, V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. Same graph you draw, same starting part. Here distance covered by the body, same first line, S is equal to area of the trapezium, this. But this time we don't need to break by rectangle and triangle. We should use whole trapezium formula. That is area of trapezium is equal to half into A plus B into H. A is QT or TQ and B is OP, and this is the height you can say. So this full measurement is V. This is your U, this is your T. So it is coming S is equal to half into V plus U into T. But from first equation of motion, V is equal to U plus AT. So V minus U equals to AT. V minus U by A equals to T. The timing should be replaced by V minus U by A. Then this multiplication A plus B, A minus B, A square minus B square by 2A. Doing cross, we are getting V square minus U square equals to 2AS, which implies V square equals to U square plus 2AS. This is the third equation of motion. Three equations of motion I taught you graphically. These are very important. It is to come in the final exam also. So prepare these three equations of motion very well. Now in this chapter, last part, uniform circular motion, and examples. If the body covers equal distances along the circumference of the circle, that means circular path will take place in equal intervals of time, then whatever motion takes place, that motion is called uniform circular motion. Like example, motion of earth around the sun, motion of moon around the earth, and an athlete suppose running on a circular track with a constant speed. This is our last topic. Only definition and example you need to prepare. All the other graphs I hope you have drawn already. Almost every question answer is given to you, almost every numericals given to you which is needed by us. So with this, our chapter 8 motion is completed. Prepare very well. Bye.